Well, good evening, good evening, you all. How are you all doing on this thankful Thursday, you all? I am excited about what is happening in our lives as a people, as women, as men. I'm not a man, but I am here because I am talking to some powerful people on Black and Married with Kids, Dunamis Woman Enterprise, Dunamis Women Community. So you all come on through, because especially if you are a mother, I want to see your face. Shanika, Tanisha, Angie, Jacqueline, come on through and let me know. Let me know where you are watching right now. Are you in DWC? Are you in Dunamis Woman Enterprise Group? Or are you in Black Married with Kids? Put up there BMWK, DWC, DWE. Let me know where you are streaming from with myself, because you all, we got some things that we're going to be talking about that I really believe is going to catapult our minds into a whole nother space and a whole nother place. How are you, Sylvia? How are you? I see some DWU. I see the DWC. I want to see some Black and Married with Kids. I want to see some people who are just watching us on the Facebook page of Dunamis Woman Enterprise. So let me know where you are watching while we are doing that. And then also tag someone. Tag someone and say, come on through, come on through, come on through. You might not know them, but just when the name come up, just tag them, just tag them, just tag them, because you all, Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up, and mothers are going to be celebrated and honored all across the globe. So I want as many women to come on here, because it's going to be a great celebration on this particular Mother's Day because of who we are. Come on, Shanika, you got all three of them. I see you. I see you. Well, I don't know who all is watching, as you all are steadily tagging, steadily increasing this number here, because I want to hit about 100 and something, over 100 viewers. I want to go as high as we can. But let me just introduce myself, because I never want to take for granted that we are here and somebody has been knowing about me, who I am. I'm not famous. I'm not all this big old celebrity. But at the end of the day, I am a woman. I am a mother. I am wife. I am friend. I am sister. I am all that. But mainly, I am Pastor D, aka on Facebook, Dunamis D. And I am the founder and the co-owner of Dunamis Woman Enterprise LLC, where we guide women of faith all across this globe to not only heal in the depths of their soul, but that they will build and transform their own life and relationships and their legacy through prayer and spiritual warfare. And then I'm excited because I am the co-owner of Black and Married with Kids, which I have acquired that a few months ago. So I'm excited because there's more women that I can reach based upon legacy, based upon what we stand for at Dunamis Woman, based upon the power of God that resides on the inside of us. So I'm excited about Mother's Day, because so we give birth naturally. God gave us that ability, you all. Can you all imagine how much more we can birth spiritually? Who else we can birth spiritually? Whose life we can impact spiritually? You know what I'm saying? So that miraculous power that caused you to bear those pains, push that child out, take all those contractions, give life, give to another, to inhale and exhale, you all, that's a miracle. And you made it. You did not die in the process. Everybody say, if you a mother, say, I made it. Althea Hargrove, if you a mother, say, I made it. You did not die in the process of birthing those children. And that was not easy. We didn't even know what to expect. We didn't even know how long we were going to be in labor. We didn't even know when that contraction was going to start. We didn't even know what it all was about. But not only did you give birth, but you stayed the course to be committed and take the responsibility to cultivate, to nurture, to provide in spite of. And if you could do that naturally with your faith, and the fight that's put on the inside of you, how much more can we do spiritually? Come on, you all. I see so many. I made it. I made it. I made it. And for those of you all who may not have given birth, don't feel like you out of the equation. Please, because there's some other life that you're impacting. Your essence of who you are, just being woman, is always impacting other people's lives because we are caretakers, we are incubators. That's just who we are. You made it 3 times. Yes. So tell me, how many times have you birthed a miracle? For me, it was two. Two. Somebody said 24 hours of labor. My God. See how much you can take? I'm so grateful for the two that I birthed. The first one was 3 hours of labor. Hallelujah. And the other one, the second born, she took me through some stuff. But it was only about 7 or 8 hours of labor, but that was a long time for me. So you all, God has given us a strength. He's given us a force. He's giving us so much that we can birth because these lives are precious. And even those, just like the woman said, you know what? She's touching life of her nieces and her nephews. And I'm doing the same thing, standing in the occupancy of not an auntie, a monty. Y'all put up there monty. So we're mothers, we're monties, we're grandmothers. God has given us a lot of responsibility. And this is why we're here, to not only celebrate what he's done through us, but also to fight for who he's brought through us. Y'all got that? I hope y'all got that. I hope y'all got that. I'm going to say it again. Not only we are here to be honored and celebrated for who he's allowed to come through us, but now it's time, even the more, that we fight for who came through us. Okay? Whether it's sons, whether it's daughters, fight for that nephew, fight for that niece, fight for that child that's on the corner, fight for that community of kids in the schools and where you see them. We got to fight as mothers, as though we have fought to get them here naturally. We got to fight spiritually. And that's why I'm here. That's why I am here. And guess what, you all? I want to build you up in your faith. Okay. I want to build you up because we got to stick together, not only as women, but as mothers. I'm reminded of the quote that we all know, spoken by Maya Angelou, the late Maya Angelou. And she said, it takes a village to raise a child. You all, we are losing sight of the village. Mothers are on their own now. We're going to our own home. We got our own place. We got our own stuff. We got our own crib. We got our own job. We just send them to school. But when I was growing up, and I don't know about you all, I want y'all to talk to me a little bit. Talk to me a little bit because I want to know, when I was growing up, it was the village. It was the neighbor next door who told my mother what was going on. It was the neighbor across the street that say, hey, why are them kids over there? Because you know your mama don't like that. It was the one who told on me. It was the one who was able to correct me in her stead. How many of you all know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? It was those who gave counsel in my mother's stead that directed me to have character, to do what was right when she was absent. That was the neighborhood. That was the neighborhood. We have lost sight of that. We have lost sight of that. And my mother raised 6 children literally by herself. But we had structure, we had discipline, we understood obedience. And when we got out of pocket, the teacher was able to reprimand us. The neighbor was able to say, what y'all doing? All this stuff going. It was a village. Now, before I go on to with my topic for tonight, because I'm going to talk about how to fight, how to fight, how to fight for my legacy, how to fight for our children, how to fight for our community, how to fight as a village. Now, how many of you all realize what I'm talking about? But I want you all to put in the chat real quick. What happened? What happened to that village? Give me some insight, you all. What happened to that village? What happened to that neighborhood? What happened to that ability to correct? What happened? I want to know the breakdown. Can somebody, in a couple of words, what happened? Just tell me your insight of what you believe happened. Because my belief is we're going off on our own And we have lost sight of one another. I've lost sight of the woman next door. I lost sight of the mother who's in the same shoes I am in. I lost sight. Yeah, I was alone. Daddy left home. Single family households, drugs in the community, crack cocaine. I'm seeing it. Elders passed away who was praying. Women, come on now. I love y'all. I love y'all. We stopped putting God first. No one is willing to take interest no more. People stop caring. Systems. Oh, come on now. Now that's a big one. Trials and tribulations. Pride. Yes. But at the end of the day, you all, we lost sight of one another. I lost sight of feeling your pain. You lost sight of feeling some other's pain. You lost sight. I don't have to know you, Miranda. I don't have to know you, Linda. I don't have to know you, Sabrina. I don't have to know you. All I got to know is that you are a mother and you have given birth and you are a woman. And I need you and you need me. Women don't stick together. Now, if you all believe that, just put true or false. The enemy loves to keep women divided. And if he can keep me divided with you as a woman and you divided with another woman and another woman and another woman and another woman and another woman, the mother is going to be left alone. The mother. I hope y'all get that. The mother. I wasn't born a mother. I was made woman. And because I had sexual intercourse with a man who I believed in at that time, and God permitted for his sperm to meet my egg and life come forth, I was made, I became a mother. And so it's not about me just sticking together mother to mother, but as a woman, because I've been battling, I've been fighting, raising those kids by myself, having to go to work, catch the pig, slaughter the pig, come back and cut the pig, clean the pig, fry the pig. When what happened? I got tired. I got weary. I became self-absorbed. I lost sight of what was happening. Not only to myself, but I lost sight of what was happening to my neighbor. I lost sight that the woman is in the same boat with me. Because why? If my household don't have a daddy in it, her household don't have a daddy in it. And guess what? 80%, and the last time I checked with the stats, our men were missing. This is why I love even being the co-owner of Black and Married with Kids, because they are fighting. Dunamis woman, I love y'all. Y'all got men in your home too. But we can now, when I say we, me and my legacy, me and my children, me and what God has given me, I can join forces with you all. You can join forces with me. Can y'all see the vision? Oh, I just want you to see the vision. If you can see the vision, say I can see the vision. Because I'm going to be coming with you. Not only tonight, I'm going to come back tomorrow night. I'm going to come back the night after that. I'm going to come back the night after that. I'm going to come back the night after that, because I can admit to you all, even this year, we're in the month of May, but January, February, March, April, let me tell y'all, can I keep it real with you all? Can I keep it real? Ever since 2023 have hit, I felt like a woman in a one-legged ass kicking contest. I've been winning. I've been fighting. But I told y'all that one leg, but I'm standing. I'm standing. I'm standing. And now I had to go through processes. I had to fight to get my momentum back. I had to fight to get my strength back. I had to fight, and I could not do it if it wasn't me surrounding with powerful women in Dunamis Woman Enterprise, powerful women in Dunamis Woman Community, and BMWK. Here I am, because we're going to join forces together. We can do this together. If y'all believe that, just put up there together. Together. Because when the enemy come after me hard, that's an indicator. I got to go harder. And boy, he tried to knock me down, but I'm standing on that one leg and I'm going to put that other leg down, and I'm going to go stronger and stronger. So this is my debut. I know I may have come in BMWK before, Dunamis Woman. You all are so accustomed to me, but when it comes to all three aspects and groups and touching lives, I am now fortified even the more. Ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Y'all got it? Now, let's go with some things to give you for tonight, because you all, I'm just going to come out the gate because I want us to learn how to fight. How to fight. Is it Alicia Brown? She said she believes in the same thing, women empowering women. Come on, love. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you all, like myself, got to know how to regain some momentum to fight for your legacy, put up there, I got to fight. I ain't talking about what you've been through yesterday. I'm not talking about what you've been through last year. I'm not talking about what you had to do for the last 18 years to get your kid here, or 30 years. My oldest daughter is 35, Allison Fuller. My youngest daughter, Ariel Fuller, is 33. And I feel like Sophia on Color Purple. I've been fighting all my life. I've been fighting for my legacy since they were in my womb. And I've only just begun. Because one thing that I have learned, and I'm talking to mothers right now, whether you are a natural mother or spiritual mother, and all of us are mothers because you was born with a reproductive system. Even if you got a hysterectomy, you say, I ain't got no more, you're still a mother. But I'm talking to all mothers right now. I have learned that all the energy that I put in when they was 2, 12, 16, 20, I could have preserved a little of that. Because the older they get, they really need my mothering. They need me to fight spiritually. See, I fought to put food on the table. I worked like I don't know what to give them clothes and to make sure that they were taken care of. I fought to keep them out of the system. Come on now, somebody said system. I fought to make sure that they went to school dressed well and had things that they needed, supplies and all this, Kotex, tampons, earrings. I fought all of that to make sure they got to that place. But at the end of the day, now my fight is real, because I'm not fighting for that. They get their own. They get their own hair done. They get their own tampons. They get their own Kotex. The sons get their own condoms. I ain't got to do all that. They get their own condoms, okay? But at the end of the day, I'm fighting for them spiritually. Now, some of you are fighting still because they're minors, okay? But even older, I'm telling you now, tell me how old you all's children are. I know somebody said up there 16, 20, but tell me what age. Because the older they get, as long as you're on this earth, they need you to fight. I'm telling you what I know. That's the beautiful part about being seasoned. I ain't gonna say that I'm old, but being seasoned. Because I will always be more wiser than them. I will always be older than them. 37, 36, 25. Come on now. 38, 32, 32. You know, a daughter 42. Come on now. A 3-year-old, a 20-year-old, 29-year-old. See, the older them, the bigger them numbers get. I'm here to tell you, you got to fight. You got to fight. I got a granddaughter that's 15 almost. I got a granddaughter that's 2 years old. The mother in me got to spiritually fight. You know why? Because the enemy hates me. The enemy hates that I'm standing. The enemy hates who I am. The enemy hates that I have been assigned. Whoever your children are, sons, daughters, whatever age they are, grandchildren, you have been divinely assigned. Great-grandchildren. Everybody put up in the chat. I don't care where you're watching from. God set me up. Put on there, I've been set up. I've been set up to fight. I didn't ask for it. I didn't choose who they're going to be. Nobody didn't give me a counseling session. God didn't come down and say, will you take Allison? Will you take Ariel? And she's going to take you through this and she's going to take you through that. And they're going to buck up against you and they're going to think that they're this and they're going to need this and they're going to need that and they're going to get sick and they're going to do this. We had that type of conversation. God didn't come to me. He just gave me my divine assignment. And I've been set up to fight. And I got to know in this day and this hour how to go to battle. And that's why I'm here. Dunamis Woman Enterprise, Dunamis Woman Community, Dunamis Woman, whatever part of you in, Black married with kids. This is why I'm here. I know it's Black and married with kids, but I'm going to be with you all for the next 6 days. And I'm going to call it Black mother with kids. Okay, even if you white, you still Black because we're in a fight and we got to keep on moving forward. Now, I know you all understand that you got to fight, but let me tell you something about myself. For those of you all who know, and those of you all who don't know, and those of you all who need to know more, I have learned to think according to how God has set us up. I'm going to say it again. My mind has been transformed in many ways, steadily, because as long as I'm breathing, he's going to be transforming my mind. That means he's going to be renewing my mind. He's going to be renewing my thinking. And that's where your fight starts. Your fight starts with your mind. Why? Because you're fighting for your mind of your children. You're fighting for the mind of your grandchildren. You're fighting for the mind of your son. You're fighting for the mind of your daughter. Because why? The enemy wants the mind. Because if he got the mind, he can get the behavior. If he got the mind, he can get the body. Why do you think the enemy is coming strong on the future generations? That means the generations after you, because it wants the mind. It's got all kind of stuff going on in our world that you know doggone well that's not what it should be. He wants the mind. I don't even understand how a 5-year-old can think that they're homosexual and gay when they don't know how to piss in the toilet straight. An 8-year-old. The enemy wants the mind. And I'm saying not on my watch. How many of you all saying that? Not on my watch. Not on my watch. So I have to take moments and times and days to lay out, and not only that, spend quality time to dissect his word. Not to say read it, I mean dissect it. Dig in for the mysteries and the revelation and really what he's saying. Because at the end of the day, if I don't know it from a deeper standpoint by revelation, I'm going to lose the fight. Because at the end of the day, we're in a spiritual battle. So I'm going to come to you all, not with a typical thing. My speech is going to be how I think. My thoughts is about how I think. And sometimes people don't understand because they think one way and I'm thinking another way. They think the way they was trained and raised and fed. And I'm thinking the way that God has shown me to win the fight. And I could tell you if I had time, I done won many battles and I done won several wars. And it's going to always be a fight. Because when I say not on my watch, I mean not on my watch. And this is why my soul got to stay revived. My soul got to stay in a place where God can heal me. My soul, that's my own mind and my own emotions. Because as a woman and mother, if I don't stay in the posture of God bringing healing to my mind and my emotions and to my own soul, I'm going to lose the fight. I'm going to lose the fight. So, you are a mother, and I want you to understand that your warfare is real, your fight is real, and your battle is real. So I'm going to talk about tonight real quick. I'm not going to keep you long because I want to talk about the fight, and I want to talk about Timothy. 1 Timothy 6:12, it was Apostle Paul really admonishing Timothy to fight the good fight of faith. Now, I want you all to listen to my words, okay? Everybody put up there, fight the good fight of faith. Those are two fights. Fight the good fight of faith. Two fights. fight the good fight of faith. All right. So he wasn't just talking to anyone, he was talking to Timothy, who was already appointed by God through Apostle Paul as a leader. Now, why was I believe that he was appointed? Because it also talks about Apostle Paul telling Timothy that the faith, Timothy, that I saw in your mother and in your grandmother, I see in you. Oh, I hope y'all got that. Let me repeat that again. This is a son and a grandson who the Holy Spirit led Apostle Paul to appoint as a leader over a remnant of people, not because he was gifted, not because he was intellectual, not because he was ordained, not because he went to theology school, not because he had a divinity degree, but because the faith that God saw in his mother. Oh, come on now. I didn't come here to preach to you. And his grandmother, he said, I see in you. Now, I'm going to ask you all a question. Okay? Does the faith that you have, that's why you got to fight the good fight of faith. I ain't say good to fight the good fight of whining, because God wants the same faith that you're fighting for, the same faith that you're fighting with. He wants to show that faith and let it propel your kids and your grandkids into a whole nother space that you ain't never seen. Every generation is supposed to do greater. Every generation is supposed to grow stronger in their faith. Now, y'all, come on now, let's keep it real. We see faith in our children diminishing. Why? Because they got so much. We give them so much. We rescue them from everything. We shelter them. Even they got more than we ever had. Allison and Ariel got more than I had when I was their age. 2, 3, 4. I was sharing a bed with my siblings. Now they got their own bed. They got their own TV. They got 55-inch screen. They don't know what it is to share. They don't know what it is. Even now, your kid, your daughters and your son can be married. He sleep in one room. They sleep in another room. Everybody got mansions, doggone near 5 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms. Kids eating their room. Grandkids eating their room. They got their own bathroom. They got their 10-year-olds, got their cell phones. What happened to the faith? What happened to the faith? He didn't say the same cell phone I saw your mama and your grandmama had, I see you have. He didn't say the same car, if not a better car, that your grandmother and great grandmother had, I see in you. These kids now got better cars. They make more money than I ever did at 25 years old. Now, I'm just keeping it real. All I'm saying is that what happened to the faith? I haven't seen so much intellect in all my life because they got degrees with letters in front of their name and in back of their name. But what happened to the faith that's in you that God said, I want to see in your grandkids? I want to see in your kids. I want that same faith to go to your great grandkids. I want that same faith to go to your great grandkids. So that when you off of this earth, you shall continue to live, Elaine. You shall continue to live, Michelle. You shall continue to live, LaShawn. You shall continue to live, Shirley Ann. Why? Because he sees the faith. The faith that was in you, Lillian. The faith that was in you. This is why we gotta fight. We got to learn how to utilize our faith. Now, when Apostle Paul was telling Timothy, fight the good fight of faith, I want you all to go dig a little bit deeper, because most of us don't even know what the word fight means because we typically read and we comprehend according to our own education, according to Webster's dictionary, according to what we know fight is, because you've been fighting to just cook the food. You was fighting just to pay the mortgage. You was fighting just to stay alive. You was fighting their daddy. You was fighting just to raise him because he left, or you got divorced, or you may still be married, but he might not be emotionally available and present the way you need to. But you still fighting because even the faith that was in his grandmama and great grandmama and mama, you don't see that. So you just fighting like a one-legged woman in an ass-kicking contest. But at the end of the day, I'm here to tell you, you're still standing. But now we got to fight standing strong on both legs. We got to fight. And in order to do so, we got to be revived. We got to be healed. We got to stick together. We got to come strong, because that miraculous power is on the inside of us. And God didn't give me dunamis, which is a miracle, a miraculous power just to birth them and they end up going to hell. Or like my mama used to say, may she rest in peace, you're going out the world ass backwards. How many of you all's mother used to say that? My mother used to say, child, you're going out the world ass backwards. And can you imagine with your ass going before your face? And it seemed like our kids, they behind is in front of their face and they don't know what they doing. They just going, they just going, they just going. They blinded to the enemy. They're blinded to demonic forces. They're blinded to evil spirits. They're blinded of what God and who he really is. They're blinded. And I can't be blind. I can't be blind. Y'all mama used to say that ass backwards. My mama used to say it. So y'all know that's old school. You know what I'm saying? They have all these idols. They put their affection on things. You are absolutely right. So we got to fight. So now when it says fight, the good fight of faith, fight the first time means one thing according to the Greek, but also the next word fight complements the fight that it spoke about, the fight, the good fight of faith. So my fight has to be real before I get to the good fight of faith. I got to know how to fight before I get to the good fight of faith. I got to know how to compete, which is what that means, before I get to the good fight of faith. Y'all write this down if you're taking a little bit of notes, or just capture it, or if you're watching if you're going to watch the replay and watch it over again. But fight in 1 Timothy 6:12, which is the first word, it means to struggle. Now that struggle, and I've taught this before, it literally don't mean, ooh, let me just struggle to pay the bills. Let me struggle to feed you. Let me struggle to keep the lights on, which your kids don't even know about that struggle. They just think that everything is coming natural. For those of you all who have children that's over 21, maybe 38, 35, 42, 50, 60, or whatever, they don't, can I keep it real with y'all? Because see, I'm just a real person. For those of you all who don't know me, yeah, my name is Pastor D, but I'm going to be free. Okay? These children, no matter how old they are, don't know what you had to go through and what you had to do for them to reap what they're reaping right now. I don't care if they got a house, they could be married, they can have a nice job, they can have a car, they can go wherever the hell they want to go. They're grown per se. Because I don't believe they grown till you're gone. But in their mind, they grown. Now mine ain't gonna be grown until I'm off this earth, and they better pray that that I go before them, but it probably ain't gonna happen. But at the end of the day, they don't know what I had to go through. They don't know the sacrifices that I made. They don't know how I had to stand and they ate, and I might not have ate nothing. They don't know how I had to get up and watch over them and pray and fast and go through my process that they may stand. They don't know. If y'all with me, just put up there, they don't know. And this is why I can't understand it now, because kids don't call parents no more. Kids don't check on parents no more. You got a whole lot of mothers in a nursing home. They don't go see them. You got children who don't call their mama. You got kids who are minors who talk back, who disrespect, and they want to think that they're better than you. Now that they got a little job and they got a little degree, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. That's why I'm fighting. They don't know. I ain't fighting just for, I'm fighting because they don't know. They don't know how they can set themselves up. They don't know. They don't know. I like to say, oh, that's a whole nother preach. They don't know. Oh my God, they don't know. They don't know what I had to go through. And some things they'll never know, because that was my fight. That was my fight. Everybody say that was my fight. That was my fight. And you want to think you better than me? You want to talk back? You want to think your titties is because they bigger than mine? Oh, they don't know. They better hope I don't fight them. But I'm going to fight the good fight of faith. So now I got to understand that my fight is not to struggle to take care of them no more, but my fight is to struggle to the point where I am competing. You all write this down. I'm competing with an adversary, because the adversary wants the mind of my children, the soul of my children. I don't care. See, the devil don't care. The enemy don't care how old they are. Them your children. I tell people all the time, you love them, Satan hate them. Point blank. And y'all better get that. You love them, Satan hate them. Get that in your shondo, get that in your members, get that in your mind, get that in your heart. So I'm competing with an adversary who wants the mind of my daughters, who wants the mind of my granddaughters. And I got to know who this enemy is, not in the flesh. I got to know who I am first, so in order to know who it is, because of who they came from. Now, let me explain that a little bit, and I'm going to let y'all go. I'm not going to keep you tonight because I know y'all got stuff to do, and I've been with you long enough. The children, sons or daughters, came through my womb, but I couldn't have them. I'm not married. They had to come from somebody's testicles. They had to come from somebody's loins. They had to come from somebody's inner being of where the sperm was housed. So the enemy is not just my enemy. And I could teach y'all some stuff from a kingdom perspective. But the enemy is not just my enemy, but more so his enemy. And though he may be out of the house, though he may not be present, though he may be present, he may be building a business that can take care of everybody. You might not have to go to work. The kids might not ever want for nothing. They may have their own room. They may have their own east wing. They may have their own 65-inch screen TV. These 16, 17, 18-year-olds now got Mercedes. They got it. But at the end of the day, the mother got to know who his enemy is. I'm talking about the man who ejaculated in you. I'm talking about the man that God permitted his sperm, his seed, to meet your egg. Every man, I need you all to put this up here. Every sperm got an enemy. And this is my seek, you all. This is why my fight is real, because I don't just go to be going to church. I don't just read the Bible to have a devotional. I read and I seek and I dissect, because I got to know how to fight. I got to know how to fight the good fight of faith. I got to know how to compete. I got to know how to get this prize. I got to know based upon who ejaculated in me. Now, for those of you all who got 10 baby daddies, you got a lot of fighting to do. For those of you all, now I done did a whole lot of stuff. But at least one thing that I did do, got the same sperm. They got the same daddy. Now I ain't do that because I was holy. I didn't do that because I was religious. I didn't do that because I was perfect. It came by default and divine design. Trust me on that one, because he wasn't the only one. And if I had my choice, I wonder why it wasn't somebody else's sperm. But God said, that sperm. I need you all to put that up there. That sperm. Every sperm got an enemy. You are a sperm. Your children are a sperm. Your grandchildren are part of a sperm, a seed. This is why he said, fight the good fight of faith. Fight. You better know how to compete, Timothy, because oh, come on now. Although you got I see the faith of your grandmama. I see the faith that you get from your mama, but you better fight because you still had a daddy. Come on now. I'm going to leave y'all tomorrow. I want y'all to come back tomorrow for part 2 on this. How many of y'all going to come back 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Because we're going to get revived. We're going to get some stuff going on in our soul, because going forward, after we celebrate Mother's Day for what we have done, we're going to come back and we're going to learn how to go forward for where we're going to fight. Are y'all with me? 8 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna talk about it more, because every sperm got an enemy, every seed. And I gotta fight the good fight of faith. So tomorrow when I come back, I'm gonna talk about a mother's fear. Because let me tell you something. Black young men, every time they walk out the door, we still got it going on. The enemy want to take their life. Every time your black daughter go out the door, your white daughter, with Asian daughter, whatever it may be, the enemy wants the future generations, and we got a warfare out there. You can't keep them tucked away in the crib. You can't keep them in the basement locked up. This ain't the boy in the bubble. And they going out there all vicariously thinking they all this and all that with their Coach bags and they name brand and they money and they wallet and they cell phones and they Apple phone, getting the latest of all this, and you help them get it sometime. And they got all this stuff, but they don't know the enemy. And we can't have no fear. I can't fight with fear. He said, fight the good fight of faith, not fear. So tomorrow, I want you all to come back and join me. I'm going to leave you hanging. I'm going to leave you on that cliff note that every sperm got an enemy. That's why if you had a new who ejaculated in you and put your no now, you would have said, oh, wait a minute. How many of you all, if you knew what you know now and you had a chance to do it all over again, you would be like, wait, no, you ain't getting none of this for JJ. No, you would have put a click on it. You would have said, that's okay, because it ain't turned out to be what I thought it was. But at the end of the day, you were still set up. You were set up because you got miraculous power. You were set up because dunamis is on the inside of you. That's a miracle. You were set up because you got a strength like never before. You were set up because you got a force like never before. You were set up because you black mother with kids. You are set up because you got a real authoritative man. You were set up because you're the chosen one to fight for your legacy. Now, join me tomorrow night. I'm going to go more into the enemy and how we cannot have fear. And I'm going to talk more about that. And also, I'm going to tell you what I got coming up. I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing as we move beyond this Mother's Day, because we're going to celebrate hard. On Sunday, if they don't take you nowhere, if they don't give you no rose, if you don't get no flowers, if you don't get no spa, if you don't get no nails done, that's what they get for you. If they don't take you out to dinner, I want you to know that you're going to be worthy of every prize God got for you, because the enemy ain't going to have my legacy. I'm going to celebrate my fight. And I want everybody to celebrate not where you've been, but I want you to start celebrating where you're going. But I'm going to prepare you. So join me tomorrow night. Join me right here. Everybody say, Pastor D is going to be here at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Dunamis Woman Enterprise. I'm going to be there. Black and married with kids, or black and mother with kids in this case. But for this particular next few days, I'm going to be with you. And Dunamis Woman Community, I'm going to be with you. It's worth your time and your investment. And that ain't costing you nothing but your time because our legacy is dependent upon us. Our children need us, not for what we can do for them, but for who we are. I'm going to say that again because that's so important. Because most of all, they look to us for what we do for them. Ma, 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 ma. Sound like a parrot. Ma, ma, ma. You know what I'm saying? And then your grandkids calling you grandma, G-ma, G-ma. But at the end of the day, it ain't about what I can do. It's because of who I am. It's because of who I am. I will see you all tomorrow, 8 o'clock right here. Stay tuned because more to come. And I'm going to tell you more because every sperm has an enemy. All right, everyone. And I'm the chosen vessel to not only fight, but to win. All right. Talk to you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.